Hello, everyone, and welcome to Make Your Own Victory, the GDQ Hotfix show where we attempt to capture 100% of the joy of speedrunning in 0% of the completed video games. My name is Quacksilver, and tonight, I'm gonna bring that closer to the mic. Do you hear that goodness? It's roguelikes night, baby! We have assembled 3 recent releases in everyone's favorite RNG nightmare genre in 3 radically different permutations of what it means to quote-unquote beat a roguelike, a game genre notable for not ever truly being beaten. And we're going to be putting some runners to the test. We've got Balatro, obviously, darling of the roguelike deck builder. We've also got PlateUp and Absolum, a relatively recent release that I am excited to check out for the first time as a lay viewer tonight. It's going to be a phenomenal show, and I'm so excited to share it with you. And of course, there are many, many more roguelikes out there. Like, I do want to shout out Sworn, the Arthurian roguelike, which was just featured this past weekend on Back to Black. If you have not been in the know about Back to Black, if you missed the event, I'm delighted to say that most of the VODs are already up on YouTube right now. youtube.com/gamesdonequick. On top of roguelikes, there are so many other runs. I have to shout out Super Metroid, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, a bunch of Sonic. Be sure to check those out. But to kick off our show tonight, it is my honor and privilege to show off a game that I think captured the attention of the world, and then like 7 people truly got absurdly good at it, and it always breaks my brain to watch it. Here to show off a stake climb in Balatro, please welcome to the stage Pugman296.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, I am Pugman296, and as has been said, I'm going to be doing a stake climb. Furzio, do you want to explain what stake climb is?
Yeah, first off, hello, I'm Furzio. I am a Balatro speedrun moderator. I also speedrun other games like Enter the Gungeon, Look Outside, Fallout New Vegas. Okay, so what stake climb is basically we do the stakes from white to gold as fast as humanly possible in separate runs on completely random seats. So, and you get to choose your own deck. Pugman here is doing yellow because it's the most consistent, and I guess we'll see how it goes.
So should we get started then?
Yeah, give us a countdown.
I believe so.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you.
So the reason why yellow deck is by far the most consistent deck out of all of them is mainly because of the $14. You start with an extra $10 from what you usually do, and when you get into the higher stakes, it becomes a lot more useful. Obviously, there are some decks that have better benefits on earlier stakes, but get more difficult later on. But gold is just very consistent in like how you can basically play. Okay, so I do want to. So for people who don't know what Balatro is, you get these shops. Okay, let me slow down. You have to beat these blinds that increase in score over time, and you have a set, like a multiplier here, where it's chips times mult, and that calculates, and you have to try to get over the threshold of, for example here, 600, using planet levels, which boost your base hand score, tarot cards, which help fix your deck, like you see here, or it can just give you money, or jokers, like you see here, that can give you mult, chips, X-mult, a lot of things in different ways. Like, for example, here, there's already a synergy in Hanging Chad and Business Card. Business Card gives $2 every 1 out of 2 times that a faith card is triggered, and Hanging Chad triggers the first card in your hand 2 times. So getting a decent amount of econ is very useful. There's also other jokers such as Constellation here, which pair nicely with Planet, where every planet they use, it gains times 0.1 molt. And what X molt does is basically multiplies the molt, the like flat molt, quote unquote, from your hands and your jokers, and basically scales that to absurd numbers. And Balatro technically does have an end. You get a win screen that says, hey, you beat the game, but you can go into endless, so it's not really actually an end. So yeah, you could go into endless, you could go to anti-39 if you wanted to, where the game breaks completely. That's actually really fun. I've done it once.
And there are speedruns for like obtain a score of infinity, correct? Or at least it's been thrown about as a community meme, as I seem to recall.
Yeah, I believe the current world record is about 47 minutes without using legendary.
I think it's 45.
If I'm correct.
Wow.
45, yeah. And that's by Dr. Spectred. Yeah, but this is a very different run from that. Like, the thing that I love about Balatro speedrunning is just the insane amounts of variety. Not only in the runs, but in the categories too. That is a very lucky card. My goodness.
Wow. 3 lucky hits.
Yeah. So real quick, just because I want to nerd out a little. Lucky cards have a 1 in 6 chance for 1 in 6 chance for the card to give plus 20 molt, and then a 1 in 15 chance to give plus $20. So it just hit a 1 in 6 3 times in a row. That's insane to me.
Editor's note: insane here means 1 in 216 odds.
Is that actually the proper count?
It's 1 in 5, not 1 in 6.
1 in 125 odds.
Yeah, much
I thought
easier.
it was a 1 in 6.
Says 1 in 5.
I'm here for the arithmetic. I cannot physically keep up with the speed of like the decision making that goes on in Balatro speedrunning. I get eaten by analysis paralysis every time. But you want me to multiply numbers fast, and I got you.
Oh.
We got a thing.
All right. Hey, let's look inside. This is a very popular meme. Photo Chad, right here. So, like I said, like I was talking about with synergies with Hanging Chad and Business Card, apply that, but do X molt to your base hand level now. So this photograph will give ×2 molt on the first face card scored, and then the Hanging Chad will re-trigger it and scale this to like insane numbers. And the smiley face will add an extra +5 molt on top of that. Oh my god!
Not a half bad shot.
Yeah, so that's the blueprint. It copies the Joker to its right. Like directly to its right. So now we're about to see big number go up.
Big number.
Yeah, very big number.
So this getting this level of blessing with Blueprint Photo Constellation in White Stake means the rest of the run is cursed, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So I would say, like, we can't get any higher than this. It's all over. It's all downhill from here.
There we go. That's first
And
run
there we go.
done. 1 of 8.
Yeah. 1 of 8.
GG White Stake.
Yeah, and now we're on to Red Stake. What Red Stake does is it removes the small blind money that you get, the $3 that you get from the small blind. And it's the first sign of things are gonna get harder. The scoring can scale, you'll eventually lose a discard, and jokers can start getting certain additions to it, not like this foil. The additions I'm talking about are eternal, perishable, and rental. Eternal means it cannot be destroyed or sold. Perishable means that it expires after 5 rounds and becomes what is basically a dead Joker. And rental means it costs you $3 to have it in your hand at the end of every round. But you get the eternal sticker, the eternal effects at Black Stake. You get perishable at, is it Orange Stake?
Yeah, Orange.
Yeah, perishable at Orange, and then rental at Gold. Oh, and there's another photograph. How lovely.
It's not as helpful this time.
Yeah, it's not that helpful right now because we have no flat mold. We also have no econ. Econ is like king in this game.
Like the small change of red stake, just getting rid of the reward money can make a big difference to the econ.
Yeah. So another thing. Oh, go on.
I was gonna start asking because obviously not all stakes are an equivalent difficulty upgrade from the previous stake. I know just from existing
Correct.
around Balatro that some are like really massive difficulty spikes and some are less bad. How would you evaluate red stake? Like for people that are getting into Balatro and sort of starting
Red stake.
how much of a lift
Red
is
stake compared to like green stake, for example. If we're comparing the two, right? Red stake is like a coughing baby, while green stake is like a hydrogen bomb.
understood? So, you know, they ease you into the sort of stake mechanic generally, and then immediately
Yeah.
say, what if we hurt you?
Pretty much, because green stake is the first time scoring requirements get increased. Purple stake also increases the scoring requirements. So it starts at 200, it goes from 100,000 to beat the final boss blind to 200,000. And then after that, it'll go from 200,000 to 400,000. So it gets pretty crazy at some point. And when you're trying to decide like when to go like extremely fast for the boss, what you really have to look at is, can I score, like for anything below green stake, can I score 25,000 a hand no matter what? Even if you can't score it no matter what, there's certain situations where it's fine anyways, such as, see with Card Sharp here, what it does is it gives you ×3 mult if the hand you play has already been played that round. So, for example, if you play a high card twice, the first one it doesn't give you ×3 mult, the second time it does. Or Acrobat, where it gives ×3 mult on the last hand. So it's not necessarily just a straight up, hey, can I score 25,000? It's, well, can I score 100,000 overall with these jokers? Eventually. There will be gold stake. Yes, gold stake is the last one.
Yeah, this one got off to a very rough start. I didn't find any mult until like the end of
Yeah, that top up bag really
take a
saved your
top-up
butt.
bag. Yeah, I had to gamble on that.
Yeah. It looks to be okay now.
Yeah, it
I
should
mean,
be
you got
chilling.
Supernova, Card Sharp.
Yeah, it will say the top-up tag was a skip right into the eye with the card shot.
Yeah. But hey, you got through it.
Just about.
That 4 of a kind was very lucky.
I mean, I was just going for a full house, which would have done it.
Oh!
But
That's really interesting. Are you going to take that?
yes.
Okay, so this is Campfire.
Okay.
Let's get our pitchforks ready, because what Campfire does is everything you sell, no matter if it's a Joker consumable or a Joker Tarot planet, no matter what, it'll give times it'll give times 0.25 x mult until the next round. So like if he were to buy and sell that Empress there,
Oh my god, the wheel actually hit?
And
Yeah.
Polychrome.
We're 1 and
Yeah.
1. This is the luckiest
Yeah.
Balatro run I've ever seen already.
Okay, so that is really good. So I should also talk about additions, I guess, because I was talking about like add-ons or whatever you want to call them before, but these are additions. So there's 4 additions. 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably.
There's 4 additions in. Oh yeah. There's 4 additions in Balatro, which are foil, which gives plus 50 chips, holographic, which gives plus 10 molt, polychrome, which gives times 1.5x molt, and then there's also negative, which will give a minus which will give a +1 Joker slot, but basically it's a free Joker slot. You get to take it if you have like 5 cards already. And it is like negatives are my favorite in this game, but they can be also very rough on higher stakes. But on lower stakes, there's like no point not to take them.
Speaking of,
And this is well, I guess we're about to see a negative.
We love a good immediate comms curse.
I mean, it's not really comms curse if you want to show it off.
That's fair. That's fair. It's for you, chat. It's for the people.
Yeah, it's for you, the viewers.
okay, we just don't get to see. There we go.
Oh my god. Oh, there it is. Another photograph. How lovely.
Wait, a photographic
most
negative is
useful,
actually kind of perfect.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What is this? This is the 3rd photograph we've seen already. We saw 1 in the first run, and now we have 2 in this run. Oh, another thing I should actually mention is the vouchers. So what you saw was a level 2 voucher, which you can grab after getting the clear conditions from doing from buying the first level during a run. And what that one does is basically just give an extra additional hand. What does Photograph do? Photograph gives ×2 molt when the first card of your played hand is a face card, well, scoring card. But it won't get triggered here, because GG, that's Red Stick done.
This run kind of slow because we got off to like a really rough start.
Yeah,
So
it'll
slow down later.
It'll
to scale
improve.
more. Yeah, hopefully these next couple go fast.
As I say, green stake 3rd, so this is just scoring requirement up.
Hey, that's
Yes?
pretty
Yes.
good.
It goes. Oh my gosh! Wow. Uh oh. Okay, hold up.
We got the blueprint. But we gotta win against this boss lane.
Yeah, just one
Should be
second.
fine.
Should be, but looks can be deceiving, obviously. Okay, we're good.
Never any doubt.
Okay, so yeah. Boss blinds like that could be complete run killers in a run, because what the Joker that Pugman was trying to copy was Gluttonous Joker, which gives +3 molt when a club is played. Like so. You get +6 molt there. Whoa! What?
World's best
my
8
God.
ball.
Yeah, what is your luck, Pugman? Okay, so go on.
I was just saying, I feel kind of bad you're getting the luck in the showcase run and not in a sincere PB grind.
I mean, oh, well, yeah, but yeah, wow. Average Pugman luck true. Pugman gets very luckily.
Yeah, who's saying average Pugman that?
Yeah. This is absolutely wild to me. What a start. Okay, so Overstock gives you a extra slot in the shop to see, and if you use it right, it can actually be used as like a free reroll at times, which I like. Okay, there we go. We're out. This is a little sketchy. Still.
Yeah, even with the blueprint, there's not been much good to copy with it.
Yeah. Like we say that even when we have the polygon, because blueprint can't copy effects. So what misprint does here is it gives.
I think your mic cut out there.
Oh yeah, sorry. So what blueprint or what misprint does is it gives a random amount of molt from 0 to, I believe it's 23.
23, yeah.
Yeah, 23. And if you copy blueprint with that, the blueprint also gives a random amount of molt from 0 to 23. And you could just get back-to-back 0 hits, which can be very dubious when you are relying on it exclusively for your flat molt. Oh, wow.
Good find.
Yeah. Okay, so genuinely, I think we're just set here.
Yeah,
Other than a bit of extra.
pretty simple win, I think.
Yeah, so Bowl gives +2 chips when per dollar that you have in your bank. And Mr. Bones here, the last Joker, gives it'll die for you, but only if you have 25% of the scoring requirements, and it'll let you pass around. So what most runners usually do is they abuse that fact and will rush to the end when you don't have enough to score, but you have enough to score at least 25%, and they'll let Bones die to end the run and still win.
As I say, that still counts as a pass even on the anti-8 boss.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Oh.
I think I'll play this a bit slower now.
Yeah. Mainly just because this isn't scaling as much as you would hope it would.
And the boss is quite bad.
Yeah. Do we maybe go... No. Because we have the hieroglyph voucher. Oh. Yeah, that and
maybe
Bones. Would it be better to copy the...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So Joker Stencil is a Joker that gives time small for every empty Joker slot that you have. So right now we have 4 actual Jokers because the runner is a negative. And hold on. I just want to watch Pugman get himself out of this like he always does.
Fine.
Yeah, okay, we're chill. We're so... Oh. Okay, yeah, we're chill. That was very scary.
I just say the eye is just at least in casual play, and from what I understand with speedrunning, seems to be also a bit of a run killer there, just because so many builds consolidate around one type of hand that like a high score
for
eye.
example, the last run, at Card Sharp and Supernova, both of those rely on you playing one type of hand. The eye completely disables Card Sharp, and Supernova will become extremely weak on that boss too. Okay.
This boss is Amber Acorn, which usually isn't a problem, but if you are using Blueprint, it can be a bit sketchy.
Yeah, I would sell your negatives before going into it.
I don't need this one.
Maybe no.
I guess. Rage.
I don't
Okay,
think
we get a
that's possible.
steal. This is that one. Okay.
No, that's not the blueprint.
No, wait a minute. Oh, it's still fine.
Okay. Whew, that was very scary. So yeah, this is what we mean by green deck is like a hydrogen bomb compared to red deck, where something like that gets very scary because now your name score 50,000 per hand instead of 25,000.
Yeah, that's a steep steep curve.
Yeah, and now we're on to the first stake that can give us additions. So like here you see that square joker is now eternal. It cannot be sold, it cannot be destroyed. It is a permanent part of your roster no matter what you do.
I don't think I take the bull because I've already got square.
Yeah. So what square does is it gives +4 chips when there are 4 cards in your played hand, but it doesn't even need to be a scoring cards, for example. So you could just have like a high card. Oh, well, that's actually a synergy. So Spare Trousers here gives +2 molt when you play a 2-pair, and since 2-pair has 4 cards, there we go.
This is my favorite build in all of Balatro. I'm so glad we got to run with pants.
We call it the SpongeBob SquarePants build.
I love it so much. And seeing in chat "pants and win I pray" is also everything to me.
Pugman actually has a pants emo, which is honestly my favorite emo.
The pants are my favorite joker. They're so good.
It's yes.
Yeah.
That pants single-handedly carried my casual Balatro experience.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm not
there was
doing that.
there was a possible chance to pivot there, and that just shows you the variety in builds that Balatro can provide. So there was Chad and Ancient Joker, and Ancient Joker gives times 1.5 molt when a certain suit that changes every round is scored. And Chad re-triggers, so instead of just 5 triggers of the Ancient Joker, it actually goes up to 7. Which gives you extra X-Mol, extra score. And then there was also a Dusk there, which could have been very good.
This is a big boss for Matador.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so Matador is one of the worst jokers in the game, in my opinion, because it's broken. But sometimes Matador will give +$8 when the boss blind is triggered. So that means if a card is debuffed, if the boss blind like halves your chips and molt like it just did with the flint. And that's kind of it. It'll trigger and give you +$8, which is very useful. But it doesn't trigger on certain bosses such as like the needle or the flint, or not the flint, the water that is coming up, or other bosses like that, which makes it a very undesirable joker to have. Oh, hey, now we could take a bowl there.
Yeah, I don't think so. I've only got 40. It'll be fine. I want just another.
Well, that's
X-Mol.
+80. That's +80 chips. That's still nothing to sneeze at.
I'd rather spend to find X-Mol here.
Fair enough. This is a pretty strong build already. It's just gonna be a little slow.
Yeah, I feel like a gold stake run. Hey, that's crazy. What the hell?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Another! Check and PC, bro! What?
How much can I afford?
God!
Chat, chat, I know the Balatro Pokemon crossover is immense because of both games' heft and popularity, albeit in slightly different circles. Sound off now with which is less likely: 2 wheel hits in 1 state climb run, or 3 focus blast hits in a row.
There's actually a Pokemon Balatro mod.
That doesn't surprise me. That feels like the sort of thing that people would get into the game pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's called Pokemon. It's actually a pretty good mod. Okay. So that new Joker that Pugman just took is called Baseball Card, and what it does is every uncommon will now give times 1.5, like it's their own polychrome. So, like, the pants will now be a polychrome, the ramen is now also a polychrome. You get a polychrome, and you get a polychrome! Everybody gets a polychrome! Okay, this is just a winning run now.
Yeah, I'm already scoring
Wonderful.
enough to beat the anti-8 boss, so we just start skipping.
Yeah. And the only thing we're looking for is an uncommon like that to replace. Wow. So this is Burglar, and what Burglar does is it removes all your discards, but will give you +3 hands. So yeah, now we have 9 hands to play with.
Yeah, we also got both hand vouchers, so...
Yeah. Okay, it's the worst boss, but with the 9 hands, this is not going to be bad in the slightest. So, Crimson Heart is the second worst boss for speedrunning. As you can see why. It'll disable a random Joker every hand, and it'll do mean things like this.
Keeps hitting the pan.
Oh my... Oh no.
We still are gonna be fine. It just needs to hit the burglar like once, or misprint. But it doesn't want to, clearly.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Once again.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna win, I think. It just means we've got to use all our hands. Okay, there we go.
Okay, now it's free. Woo!
Never any doubt.
What a rude,
Yeah.
rude boss.
Yeah, okay, there's a really good question in the chat that Cinematic answered, but I just want to also amplify it. What happens if the banana is eternal? Does it never die, or does the chance of it perishing overwrite the eternal part? So, like Cinematic said, a banana cannot be eternal. Any Joker that will automatically die, such as popcorn or ice cream or Gros Michel or anything like that, that cannot die. It'll never die. It'll never be, or that can not be eternal. That's what I meant. Also, wow, what a good Joker. So we have Madness right now, and what Madness, oh, whoa, okay. What Madness does is it gives times 0.5 X-Molt permanently whenever you go into a smaller big blind, but it will destroy a non-eternal Joker. So it is basically useless on the smaller, on the beginner run.
Lower stakes.
But after Black, you get these Eternals, so you can make entire builds around Madness, where you just take Eternals, and it is very fun.
No third
Okay, that's the
polychrome,
first
sadly.
real fail. Yeah, no third polychrome for you, Pugman. You're getting a little too greedy.
Yeah, we've had it too good for too long, I think.
Yeah.
And also, does one of you want to talk about Blue Stake? Because that is, in my mind, the
Blue
break
Stake.
point on stakes.
Yeah. I agree with you
Yeah.
there.
If Green Stick was a hydrogen bomb, this would be 5 hydrogen bombs. So what Blue Stick does is it removes a discard, which doesn't sound like a lot to begin with, but it kind of makes it harder to play larger hands such as 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, flushes, straights, because you basically see at least -5 cards in your hand or in your deck. So it makes it a lot more difficult to find any hand that you're specifically drawing for. And so it just overall becomes a lot harder.
That's why the meta on higher stakes is pairs. Because you can just play them basically no matter what.
Yeah, like just pair spam, and it's just that over and over and over. But we've had a decent variety of runs so far.
Yeah, on the lower stakes you can definitely do a lot of different things.
Yeah. It's just on higher stakes where it becomes a lot more difficult. I'm surprised you didn't take that photograph.
Maybe.
Yeah. Also, there's technically a synergy here between Madness, Madness and Campfire here. So, like I said, Campfire gives times 2.5 mult for anything that you sell, which includes jokers. And since Madness eats non-perishable jokers, what you could do is just buy and sell non-perishable jokers, scale the Campfire, and not have anything get destroyed by Madness still. Because the Madness destroys jokers when you're entering a blind. That is a really good. Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing this one full skipping. Could be a bit easier.
Here?
Maybe, if I want to keep this fist, because it's foil as well.
Yeah,
Could work.
It's foil and it's actual extra flat mold.
Hey, that's
okay, yep, we're full skipping. Yep, GG.
GG.
Wow.
What a
He
fight.
can't keep getting away with it.
And yet, we'll have to see what Gold Stake is just like accumulating all of the counter luck at this point.
Yeah. Wow, my goodness. I am actually baffled. What a run.
Out of curiosity, what's the world record on the stake one? Just not cursing yet, but just like putting the vibe out into the
This
universe.
is already a very slow run, so I don't think there's much chance here.
I don't think it's got a world record, but I can check real quick.
For yellow, is it sub-hour for yellow?
Yeah, it's sub-hour for yellow and ghost.
Okay.
Is the world record.
Yes.
Understood.
Oh, actually, no, it isn't under sub-hour for yellow. The world record for yellow deck stake climb is 1 hour, 1 minute, and 2 seconds by Steel Reel. So, I mean, I'm not saying anything.
Hey, here at Make Your Own Victory, we don't believe in cursing the runs 20 minutes in advance. However, if you in chat wanted to give Pugman your energy, we wouldn't frown upon that.
Yeah, exactly.
Crimson Heart, I got that one. Okay. That's also bad actually, wait. What?
Okay.
I did not mean to click that.
Oh!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Or this will just be, or never mind. You didn't say anything?
We're fine here actually.
Oh my gosh.
Misclick. Give me a king.
Wait, oh, we could have done misprint tech.
Misprint tech too slow.
True, but
Yeah, this way I can buy and sell Jake. It's fine. It's all part of the plan.
Oh my gosh, how could I forget that? All part of the master plan, folks. Oh, wait. Ooh.
I
no,
did see
you had
magic trick. Yeah, but
yeah.
eh.
So I'll just talk about that Joker that we were like hold up for real quick because we might not see it again. That was hologram, and what hologram does is it gives times 0.25 molt whenever a card is added to the deck. And what that voucher there does is it lets you buy cards in the shop instead of needing standard packs or spectral packs. Okay, GG.
With every card still debuffed, Balatro is such a cool video game.
It is. It's such an amazing video game. I love it. Okay, so now we're on Purple Stake. Purple Stake is where the scoring requirements go from 200 at the end to 400.
Now we gotta take it very seriously.
Yeah.
Big numbers.
Big number go burr. Yeah, that's actually pretty good start already. So we have Square again, we have Race Fist again. And now we also have a Hallucination. What Hallucination does, it's not going to be good right now.
What?
But, oh my gosh.
I need money though.
Yeah, that's a little rough. But you could just not spend in a shop or two and be okay, I think.
Tempting shop though. I'll take the investor tag.
That is a very tempting shop. So, Kai said, thank goodness we are getting to the easier stakes, right, Pugman?
He's not wrong, these are easy.
Yeah, Pugman primarily plays higher stake runs, so something
I don't
like
have much experience on white stake.
Yeah. So white stake was actually technically the hardest for them.
I got a lot more experience in like knowing when to skip and stuff on gold stake.
Yeah.
A whole different game.
But I mean, the earlier runs have just kind of let you turn your brain off completely. It let you save all your brain power for this run.
I mean, this one seemingly going to be quite easy here.
I
don't
know about
red
that.
card,
We'll see.
Constellation.
Okay, yeah, that is pretty dang good. Any other people think the baseball card is Shohei Ohtani? I think it was more of a reference to just the idea of trading, like baseball trading cards from back when that was like a huge craze, instead of referencing a specific player.
Do people still collect baseball cards? Surely people still collect baseball cards. Sound off if you still collect baseball cards in 2026. I'm the wrong demographic for it.
I used to do that, actually. I don't anymore, but I used to. I also used to do a lot of Pokemon card collection.
Yeah, TCGs was always sort of my vibe, but genuine just like card collection, I feel like I missed the boat on. I was also not sports enough to collect baseball cards.
Oh my goodness, what a voucher. Okay, so that voucher there is called Observatory, and what that does is when you're playing a hand, like a pair for example, and you have Mercury's or whatever planet that coincides with the hand you're playing up in your consumable slot, those planets will now give times 1.5 molt. So that is basically a polychrome up there if you wanted to keep it up there.
This red card's not getting very big.
No, it isn't. But I mean, who cares? It's fine. Where we're going, we don't need red card.
True. Well, these lucky cards are turned on today.
Yeah, my goodness. This is Stake Climb. It's the difficulty from... It's every difficulty from white stake to gold stake as fast as possible. I'm surprised you didn't even consider that DNA for the hallucination. The DNA in the shop?
What would I copy there? Just the blues?
Yeah, just the blues, but...
That one's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, okay, well, kind of glad you didn't take it now.
Was it Eternal?
now
If it was Eternal, I'd definitely never ever consider it.
Yeah. It wasn't Eternal, it was just normal.
So with Bones on top of our setup, I assume this is just like fully go mode for this steak now?
Yeah, I want to get a planet upstairs, and then I'll be zooming.
Yeah. Red card is the best flat mode Joker in the entire game because it's a flat +3 mult whenever you skip a pack, and every shop you get to skip 2 packs, so it's +6. So
What about the pants?
Pants is the best Joker in our hearts.
yeah, in our hearts, but red card actually outmogs outmogs the pants in every single way.
I don't think I do campfire here.
No.
So.
Well, you could sell square.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's fine, we're about to get a planet. We get a second?
No. Okay. So now, who's wearing pants over their heart? Me. Oh goodness. Yeah, pants can be very good, especially if you have like square Joker. Like it is just so strong.
And also, while we're talking about scaling, you are capped at 2 booster packs a shop, but if you're bad at the game and need to take a lot of hands, you can scale pants really hard.
True. But I mean, to equally scale paint in a round compared to red card, right? You need to play 3 2 pairs, which isn't always a guarantee, right?
Yeah.
Either you score too much or you just don't pull the cards that you need, right? But if you're playing red card, you'll always be guaranteed, if you have the money, to get the +6.
And that's if you have the money. So you're always spending a minimum of 8. There's the DNA.
Hey!
And negative, too.
And it also means you can't get the value out of the pack, whereas pants you can play and you don't really lose any value.
Yeah. Oh.
Wait, did I miss? Wait, let me look at the Jokers. I need to not throw.
You're playing 2 pairs.
Oh, wait, why am I playing 2 pairs? We're talking about the pants, that's why. It's fine, we got playing, I think.
So...
Got distracted.
Yeah, okay, well, I guess we're gonna see how Bones works. So it says saved, and then yippee!
And then you just win.
You win the video game.
Incredible. So my question is, on the subject of like, if you have the money, I've noticed, Pugman, you've been spending down basically 2 or near 0 very aggressively early on in this, and then sort of making the money back up generally. Is there like a break point in terms of amount of money that you have in the mid-late game where it's like, oh, now I'm just set on money for the rest of the run? Or is it like, how variant is that?
The goal is you want to try and get to $25, because once you hit $25, then you're always getting $5 of interest each round, which is the max you can get. So that's just like a good goal to be at. And then you can like spend down in the shop to about 25 again, and you'll make it back quite easily. It's usually how it goes.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, this is a very interesting... Oh, okay. Well, goodbye.
We might see a cabinet.
Okay, we've had good luck in most places, but I think just about every banana has not been long for this world.
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, I think that one of the other bananas we took was immediate, which was interesting.
The white steak banana exploded instantly.
Exploded is the perfect term for that. I can just imagine it like exploding like Lego bricks all over the screen.
Someone will mod that in. One of you watching this right now wants to mod that in. Don't at me.
Fun fact, actually, the Balatro speedrun community did a April Fool's tournament for last year's April Fool's, and it was called Glorplatro. And we disguised it as the next big update from Local Thunk. But in reality, it was a banana-themed April Fool's mod that added in an extra multiplier called Glop.
Oh, of course.
And yeah, and we actually got Local Thunk to be a little mad at us because we impersonated him. But it was very fun. I think it's still up. If you want to play it, you can. And instead of finishing on ante 8, you actually finish on ante 10 instead. And not only is there an ante 8 final boss, but there's 2 custom ante 10 final bosses, which are far more difficult.
I do. I feel like I know so little about Balatro modding in general, but like it's always, even with the tiny snapshot of it that I'm aware of, there's so much out there. And hey, while we plug real quick, if you like community created stuff, Hotfix, Parallel Universe, fan and community created content. We're all of the shows right now are looking for submissions actively. If you got Balatro mods out there, I highly encourage you, gdq.gg/hotfix, and find the link on there to submit your runs for our winter season. Because Balatro's wild and modded Balatro is triply wild.
Balatro was made by the people who made Cryptid, the most popular Balatro mod. Along with the Balatro speedrunning community, and it was a blast to make. I highly recommend you at least check it out. Okay. Oh, we have a really fun Joker here, actually. This is Luchador, and what Luchador does is it doesn't really do anything special, but what if you sell it during a boss line, it'll completely disable the boss line. One of the cool things that you could do because of that is if you have Violet Vessel, right? And you can't score 12 million now, for example. Or not 12 million, 1.2 million. Yeah, 1.2 million. If you can't score that, but you can score 400,000. What you could do is score those 400,000 and then sell Luchador, and you'll instantly win. You win in style, basically. It's very cool.
We do love ways of cheesing things.
Exactly. This is a very... Okay, that's nice. This is a very scary run, though.
I mean, the campfire is not very big right now, so if I'm ever in danger, I can just make it go bigger.
Scale it. Yeah. Whoa! That's
wheel hit.
3 out of 4.
Kinda pretty good. Well then, we don't... that's fine. Let's do that.
Yeah. So we just got a lot better way quickly.
Yeah, so, plus 10 is pretty useful.
Yeah. So we got the holographic edition on our you have another straight. Yeah. We got oh my god, what are these lucky cards? We got holographic on the card chart, which gives plus 10 molt, so we're not as reliant on this Mystic Summit. And then we also got Faithless, which has Polychrome on it, and gives us extra money for when we want to start scaling Campfire. Like, what luck is this?
I'm taking this Polychrome skip here. I want to see if I can find something to replace Faceless, like some scoring.
Yeah. Because, like, while it's fine, it's not ideal. And honestly, I would even just sell it just to start scaling campfire a bit, in my opinion. Oh, well, that's nice.
That is okay. It's a bit late, but I won't
We
complain.
can make it work. So that is Ride the Bus. What Ride the Bus does is it gives a +1 molt whenever a hand is scored without a scoring face card. The key word there is scoring. So if you have a boss that would debuff your face cards for whatever reason and you play those still, the bus will not crash. And it'll still scale, which is very useful information to know when you're going up against something like the plant.
Is really good.
Yeah. Overstock Plus is amazing. So Overstock Plus is the upgraded version.
That's fine. I can just get campfire up.
Yeah. And
It
bus.
is a bit annoying with that, but yeah, bus campfire should be fine. Hopefully.
You need a ×3 on the campfire, I believe. So we gotta start selling.
I think I still use pairs.
Do you?
Probably.
With the runner? Well,
I don't
wait,
think I can
could
do
we sell the runner now for the...
It'll be fine. This is no Mystic Summit, we get 25k.
So plus Mystic Summit,
It's a lot more.
yeah,
Plus this shop to get campfire up more.
true.
Damn, no wheel hit. I'm so unlucky.
So unlucky.
There's a loot door. I think I just do that and be safer.
Yeah, over Faithless, yeah, I agree. So Luchador, yeah, this is what Luchador does. So,
Let's see.
Needle gives you only one hand to beat
I
the
would've had it.
blind. Yeah, we wouldn't have done it.
No, with Faceless 1.5x, it would have.
Oh, okay. But yeah, what Luchador... okay. Is it advantageous to not have all the Jokers unlocked? No. Balatro runs require you to play with all Jokers unlocked, just so everybody's on an equal playing field. And nobody needs to do like a custom deck. And you can unlock Jokers like during a run that you wouldn't want to play. So it's just easier to have your full collection unlocked.
That makes sense.
Wow, that is really nice.
Good card.
Wow. Okay, yep, okay, we're set, we're set.
We're chilling.
Yeah, we have a lot of money now. We have a lot of strength. We have a lot of X-Molt.
There was never any doubt. His wheel hit
Never.
rate has been 50% tonight, and yet you doubted it.
A little over 50%. He's done 5?
I think he's 3 for 6 right now, but an enterprising chat member will have the exact.
Yeah, I thought he was 3 for 5. Still, he's above average.
We are still 1 in 4, looking kind of false right now.
I had to send
Oh my
Unbelievable.
god! Oh my god! Check his PC, please, somebody! Oh my goodness!
Roguelikes are a very good genre of video game.
Holy, what a shot. What the hell?
Whoa! What the heck? Okay, that's Cavendish right there. That is the upgraded version of Gros Michel. Whoa!
What an insane
All right.
shot.
Alright, Puckman, you have 5 minutes to get a world
4
record.
minutes.
5 minutes.
Oh, to get world record. Seems dubious.
I believe in you. You can do this.
So here on the gold stake, I'm resetting to find a skip tag at the start, which is the investment tag, which is this one. It gives $25 after you beat the boss blind. So as I said earlier, the $25 from like or like having $25 for interest is so useful. So being able to just finish ante 1 and instantly get it, it just kind of sets you up for the run.
Yeah. Okay, we're through. Whew. That was a little spooky.
Eternal Fist again? Oh, maybe.
Oh my, okay, hold your breath.
Don't worry, it's not gonna be that bad. I don't wanna lose it. Ooh, no gamble.
I'd gamble, I would do it.
I don't really want to lose a stuntman.
Fair. Okay, so yeah, what we have right now is Stuntman gives 250 chips, but minus
2 hand size.
yeah, minus 2 hand size. So that along with Fist is very good. What I would honestly be looking for now is a blackboard like we saw in that last shop that we didn't take. Blackboard.
Lovely.
Yeah, blackboard gives ×3 molt if all cards in hand, or like, yeah, in hand are spades or clubs, and that includes actually having no jokers, no cards in hand whatsoever.
Okay, we got telescope, so ton of Plutos here.
Yeah, chips, molt. We just need any kind of X molt, and we're basically on fire. Banana?
Speculative. So we want this banana to break.
Yeah, we want this banana to break so badly because it's perishable. So it is, it becomes useless in 5 turns, and that means it can't break. So we just want it to break more than anything right now.
I don't know. Your luck's been too good so far. I think it deserves.
So we're gonna go downhill on the gold stake.
The banana deserves to hold on just to really cement that. Like, nah, your luck's good.
Yeah. Hashtag break the banana. Okay. Yeah, that should win.
Oh, there it goes.
Yay!
All right.
Holy. Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Yeah, that is pretty good. Oh my god. Go, 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 go. Go, go,
What
go,
the
go.
hell?
You're gonna. I hope you got something else cooked up after this, because when you come 15 under.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, we still need to not run into the eye or the needle here, though.
Oh my god.
Those ones could still kill us. But I mean, that's a pretty crazy one.
Okay.
Yeah, another thing is, so this Cavendish is perishable. So, and we got it on ante 4, which means if we want it to survive till the ante 8 boss, we need to just skip every single blind.
Oh, okay, never mind. There we go. My mic broke for a second. I got too excited and it broke.
It too hard.
Oh, there's the eye. We're fine because we got chips and malt, right? No wheel
Yeah,
hit?
we should be okay.
I mean, I guess we gotta send it. Not much else can do.
Yeah, it's just like if we lose, we lose.
We won't have lost much time if we lose.
Yeah.
Okay, we're fine. 2 pair and then a pair.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, pair? Straight, sure. Why not?
Straight with only 6 hand size. Classic.
This boss, the ox. That's fine, just a bit annoying.
Ox's player most played hand lose all your money?
Yep.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We could probably get away with doing pairs here, though.
Honestly, yeah.
Maybe 24.
And then we just have a ton of money.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah.
Okay, especially with the steel, probably. And I guess it's better to just get the... but it's fine.
What a run! My goodness.
Yeah. Do we have enough for anti-8 here? Maybe with Supernova we're fine?
Yeah,
okay,
with high card?
Bell is good. Shit.
We have $100. We could probably find something to replace ice cream here.
I think... Okay.
Oh.
Well, I can't... Wait. Stuntman ever? I need 100k? I think Stuntman goes for bones.
Yeah, Stuntman for bones and GG. Especially with that Hierophant.
Yeah. How much is this? 23. Yeah, we're so fine.
Oh my god, there we go. GG.
Well, I wasn't expecting to get a run this fast.
We're only like 2 minutes off of world's record. Holy!
Oh. GG.
And time. Wow.
G 103.04 on the in-game clock is ridiculous.
Absolutely nutty. I did not.
Especially there's some slow like early stakes. Like I think this gold stake run was faster than like a couple of the early ones, like red stake and green stake.
Yeah, absolutely. White stake was like 30 seconds faster. I think.
I'm telling you, gold stake's just the easier one.
Yeah, it's just that triple. Okay, so we got some time to kill, right?
Is there anything like super fast, like one of the challenges or one of the... I don't want to ask you to send another gold stake run and bank on that.
I prefer gold stake, so we could do a gold stake run. Maybe a ghost deck run. See how fast we can do a ghost deck on gold stake.
I was just gonna recommend some gold stake streaks actually, but
it's not
speed run.
Yeah, we gotta be speed running.
If you got something that's 5 minutes to keep us honest, you have absolutely earned it with that ridiculous RNG.
Oh wait, let me change the timer quick. But yeah, so for single deck runs, you want to be resetting for the investment tag that I was talking about earlier. Mm-hmm. And like, if you're going for like a super fast one, you also want to be maybe skipping for like polychromes just to gamble and try and get a good joker early. That's polychrome.
Yeah. So what Ghost Deck does is it gives it does two things. One, it gives a spectral card called Hex, and what that does is gives you times 1.5 mult on a joker, but it'll destroy all other jokers. So it's good to have on a joker to start and then like build around that joker if you can. But also what it does is it'll have spectral cards also in the shop, like how consumables, planets, and all that are. Spectral cards you can only get in spectral packs usually, but it's different on Ghost Deck.
Okay. Sometimes it takes a while to get it. Sometimes you'll find it like after 2 rerolls, sometimes it could take like 2 minutes.
Yeah, didn't you find an investment tag right away on Orange Stake?
Maybe. I don't think I was re-rolling for it. Like, I was gonna play it either way, but I think I just got lucky and found one.
You should show everybody the joy of posting plasma. Absolutely not.
Think we do that?
Yeah, especially since we have...
And then this lucky card hits every time, right? 2 plus $20. Right?
$20.
I believe. Ka-chow.
Come on.
Nearly. So close.
Yeah, so close. But no cigar.
Calculated.
Hitting it exactly.
Nice.
That always feels really good.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here with the rental, we gotta be kinda safe with our money. I think I skipped one, take one.
Yeah,
I need the
believe that's
malt
the correct
to just
play.
live, but I do wanna try and play pairs in the long run.
Yeah, like we were saying before, pairs are usually the strongest hand for gold stake because of how easy they are, and they have decent scaling behind them.
Yeah, with
Okay,
the
yeah.
rebate, I can afford to take this voucher.
Yeah, as you can see, this is a little more rough than the previous run.
We just had
Yeah, we
to
don't have a
prove that you
negative
were
Cavendish
mortal.
here.
Yeah.
You did so good. We have to prove that he can bleed.
Yeah, you know, stab him at his Achilles tendon.
$3 temperance. I don't think that's very worth it.
Out of curiosity, Pugman, what is your highest gold stake streak?
I don't really often do streaks, so I think it's like 7 maybe.
Sure, don't really do them often. My highest gold stake streak is 1, and I think if you polled the crowd, the modal answer would be 1 or 0.
Mine is
You got quite a high one for this.
yeah, mine's 9.
I
The
think
world
I-
record, yeah, the world's record is 41.
That's
Shout out
absurd.
Esper.
Yeah, by SPV. They are insane. Dr. Spectre also did, I believe, 50 something gold stake.
I think it was 68, I think. Something like that.
Yeah, 50, 60, 70, doesn't really matter
That
at
was
that
off
point.
screen.
All the numbers get blurred. But yeah, they got a higher number than Espa in gold stake streaks with. They actually got completionist plus from a fresh profile without ever losing. Yeah,
That's
but Espa still holds the world record because it was streamed.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
it really is.
Yeah, Dr. Spectre is built different.
I just think Balatro
read it, it's not being
speedrunners
amazing.
in general are built different. But that is genuinely, I think,
Yeah.
that's one of the cool things about speedrunning in general, and certainly something that is like as APM intensive as this, as weird as it is to say about a card game. We're just like you're processing a lot of information super fast, making decisions on the fly. It is always kind of magical to me how rarefied the air gets at top level speedrunning. Like the difference between a newbie and a good speedrunner is always, you know, it's a fun climb there when you're starting out speedrunning, but also the difference between a good and a great speedrunner and a great and an incredible speedrunner and an incredible speedrunner and the world record holder for these absurd challenges is like there's just always more you can play video games.
Yeah. Like, I will say a lot of speedrunning Balatro would kind of involves you just ramming your head into a wall and hoping the wall breaks. Like, for example, Pugman here held the all decks gold stake world record of just under 3 hours
I was
at
the
like
first one to
2
get
hours
sub
50.
3.
Yes. But then just a few days ago, Cinematic Gaming in chat actually demolished that record and got like 2 hours 43 minutes.
It's insanely fast. Now I've been away for the weekend, but now that I'm back, I'm gonna definitely be getting back on the grind, trying to take it back.
Yeah. It's just like shocking how good top level play can be.
This is actually the worst rebate ever.
Yeah, this is the worst run ever. My goodness. Where are some jokers? Okay, well,
This is all we need, just a
hit the
polychrome
road?
red cup. Huh? Hit the
you didn't take
road?
to hit the road?
Nah,
It was completely clean. I'm surprised you didn't.
I'm a hit the road hater. Are we dead? Actually, wait. I just realized.
Maybe.
Well, we could play a flush and it's more, I think.
Is
it? Oh, it's close. Is it all scores? 55. I think we might be dead.
This perfect. We proved he's mortal. We verified the seed by proving he's mortal.
We've confirmed he can bleed. Yeah.
Oh.
Down.
All right, that's perfect. Incredible.
This just shows how brutal Gold Snake.
I was gonna say maybe I should have taken Hit the Road, but against this boss, it wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah.
Maybe no fish is more our speed. No, thank you for that incredible showcase. And we will all chat, make some noise for Pugman. We will focus on the apex here, the 103 in State Climb. Pugman, Furzio, if you've got shout outs, please let the people know where you're at on the internet and what you're up to.
Pugman, you mind starting?
I don't think I have any shout out. I mean, shout out to like everyone in the speedrunning community. Everyone's awesome. And shout out to Cinematic, I guess, for getting the 243. That is insane. And Kai for being the GOAT also.
You can find Pugman at, his Twitch at Pugman296. You could find me at twitch.tv/Furzio. But also, I want to say a little thing. We currently have a speedrun tournament going on. If you like what you have seen, currently we have qualifiers open for a tournament with a $100 plus prize pool, and anybody is welcome to join it. It doesn't matter what your skill is, whatever. If you are interested, you can join the Mystic Summit Climb qualifiers. We have open slots right now. Qualifiers end at 11:59 p.m. EST on the 11th, and the event itself will be on the 14th and 15th at 5 p.m. EST. If any of that interests you, go to the Balatro speedrun.com page, join the Discord. You will see all that you need to know. You will see what run that you need to speedrun. Just make sure if you try to qualify to show collection and to have game audio so that your run can be verified. But I think that is everything.
Awesome. Make some noise one more time for Balatro in the chat. We are going to take a quick break here, and when we come back, we are going to continue our roguelike evening with a decidedly more culinary angle. When we get back from the break, it's gonna be PlateUp. I'll see you there. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Make Your Own Victory, the GDQ Hotfix show where we attempt to capture 100% of the joy of speedrunning in 0% of the completed video games. I am here with my co-casters. It's so over, and we're so back as we continue our roguelike evening. As we do, before we get into our next run, I wanted to let everyone know that Games Done Quick, the enterprise that puts this on, is actually currently hiring. If you have experience in administrative assistance, apply for a mainline event contract in sponsorship operations. And if you are an expert in broadcast strategy, and marketing development, and are looking for full-time work, you can apply to be a part of the management team as creative director at Games Done Quick. I love the work that I get to do here. I love the people I get to work with. If you want to be a part of that incredible team, the applications for that are open through February 15th. So let someone in your life know about the opportunity as well. Continuing our roguelike things, I am not much of a chef. I am also not much of a roguelike gamer. So I am delighted to have someone here to explain the process of both in what I'm sure is a totally normal way. Here to run PlateUp any percent tacos random seed. Please welcome to the stage, OK Nia.
Hello, everybody. I'm OK Nia. You can call me Nia. My pronouns are she, her. We're going to be playing some PlateUp tonight. I can talk about cooking a little bit, but well, I'm not going to say PlateUp's accurate in any of its cooking approaches, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to go ahead and get us started, though, here in 3, 2, 1. Perfect. So
Good luck.
Going to be... Thank you. We're going to be making some tacos today. And the point of speedrunning, right, is to do it fast. So we're going to be calling up all of our customers into the shop. Oh, looks like they're being pretty messy today. And then we're going to throw some meat on the grill. So some pretty simple tacos when you start out, which is kind of nice. It's, well, not in real life, but in the game, pretty cool. All you have to do is put tortillas on taco tray and serve to customers. And so we're just going to kind of keep repeating that. I tend to gravitate towards the PlateUp menus that don't need any dishes to be washed. So all we have to do, grab the tray, put the tacos on, drop it down, rinse, well, no rinse. Reuse, recycle is all we're doing here. And that's day 1. All right. Now, what's cool about a recent-ish update with PlateUp is that I'm playing combo keyboard, mouse, and controller. So that I can, it's technically a mod, but it's allowed in speedrunning. So we use our tools. Very fun. We're just gonna kind of like pre-drop some of these tacos. What's nice is that when they're single customers, they only order 2 or 3 tacos, so you can kind of anticipate what they need. It gets a little bit more difficult when people decide to go on dates, because then you'll need.
Is this also true in the real world?
Yeah, 100%. You're like, I could eat 2 or 3 tacos, but once, I want that conveyor. But once you throw in another person, the limit low-key does not exist. So I was a little bummed. We got a conveyor in that card drop, and a conveyor is super helpful in a taco run, because if you didn't know, you can just put tacos or like coffee or dishes down, maybe not plated dishes, but you can put it down on the conveyor and essentially the guests will serve themselves, which cuts down on button pushes, you know? Oop, there we go. So these first few days, not a lot has changed. It's really just make taco, serve taco. Pretty easy. And at the end of the day, I kind of run off into this open area so that the cards kind of spawn around me. As we get into day 4, that's where things can get a little tricky. So this is our first card set, and we just got offered a menu edition, which is not my favorite thing to add early in the run, but I'd rather do that than have to deal with messes. So now on top of tacos, we have to make roast potatoes, which I don't actually think I've had roast potatoes when I go order tacos.
I'm certainly not together, no.
No. But, to each their own, I suppose. But roast potatoes pretty easy. All we have to do is throw a couple potatoes down on the hob, and they'll kind of just self-cook. They do take a little bit of time, which is unfortunate. And they also want a tomato. That's different. Up there. So we'll throw that over and pray that my oven beats that timer. Oh my gosh. Nope. Okay. Cool. The gate. Oof. Okay. Die early and die never again. We're gonna run into another run.
I think we just run that back. Roast potato.
Back. Roast potato that early is not the move at all. So I'm gonna quickly find another map here. Get rid of that.
Roguelikes.
Yup. They're doing what they do. That's so all my practice. I wasted all my good luck on my practice. I got
Isn't that
ice cream
just
earlier.
the way?
It really is. Okay, there we go. Okay. But now you get to see my kitchen setup, which I didn't really get to explain it earlier, but basically we get rid of everything. Everything in the kitchen. Don't need it. All we need is table, a couple hobs, the blueprint cabinet, and of course, like the meat and the taco trays. That's okay. Alright, throw this back out. Flip the refrigerator over, because the closer the door is, the better. And let's go.
All right, good luck. Chat energy. No death by roast potato this time.
No death by roast potato this time.
Seeing in chat, the Balatro run stole luck from the future is perfect.
Hey, as long as someone got it, that's fine. I'll sit here and make tacos. We got a pretty decent guest count here. Got a couple singles and a couple couples. Not too bad. Okay, and now we have extra tacos. Clean that up, and we'll go in our corner. We're gonna go find our table during this card, and then also find a research desk for later. Cool. Day 2, more of the same. We ring the desk because that, I don't know, it's like calling people to come to your restaurant. It's an interesting business strategy. I've never personally been invited, but maybe these are all influencers, and we're here for the grand opening.
I do love the PlateUp lore that everyone that visits your restaurant is an influencer.
Yeah, exactly. Only in speedruns. If you don't call them, they're just normal people off the street. And that's
so it's just
market.
It's just you're getting everyone to the restaurant faster than I take it is the actual mechanical upshot. Gotcha.
That is how the bring desk works. And there, I say bring desk. It's a booking desk technically, but there's like a cute names mod that changes the names of all the items in PlateUp. It makes it very fun, but also you have to like make that double step of translating what that piece of equipment is versus the original name. So if you're fluent in like cute PlateUp terminology, you could shine here. All right, we're just gonna throw another meat on, and I have a hob in the research desk. What I really want is a danger hob. A danger hob, so you know how you could bake cookies at like 325 and they take like 20 minutes. Danger hob uses that same kind of logic and says, well, if we can do that, we're going to cook our meat at 500 degrees and it'll be done in like 3 seconds. Love it. Absolutely.
Hey, once again, make your own victory is not medical nor culinary advice. I feel like it's at a certain point on this show, we should have like an overlay that's just like, hey, we're not doctors. Don't do professional closed course, do not attempt.
A professional has attempted this. This is not recommended for public consumption. All right. I do like that concept though. It's like, yeah, someone at PlateUp was like, I want to cook it at 500 degrees. And these basic hobs do nothing for speed. Oh, so our first roll, we got a safety hob. Safety hob is nice if you're doing like a long-term game, a long run, but speed. So we got our danger hob and we are going to buy it. I'm a little close on money, but I think we'll be okay. We just need to make about, I want to say, about 33, potentially 33 coins over this next day. So after this day, we're going to go into a decoration day, which you get to pick the theme of your restaurant. That's not the one I wanted. And the theme of your restaurant can kind of change how your customers behave. And so a lot of them are things like increased patience or increased messes. Well, no, decreased messes actually. Increased like not spend but gain for each order delivered, which could be nice, you know, long term. But what we're going for is affordable. We didn't get it, but that's fine. We'll go formal and go for decreased mess. And what I like about decreased mess or formal is that we get brand mascots as one of our items. And it's just a little dog. And he...
Is it always like a little dog, or is it like we're always picking the dog? Because I know sometimes with superstition and speedruns.
Well, in this case, it's both. The little dog counts towards like 2 ticks for the formal decreased mass level, and he's cheaper. He's 40 compared to the 30 per tick, and so we get the dog to save money and decrease mess. All right, so many people, so many tacos.
Which is also funny, because if you have a dog in real life, you will find that decreased mess is not often one of the perks of that.
It really isn't. Well, no, wait, you don't use your dog like a vacuum?
I am a cat owner. I'm not wading into this.
I literally, all I have to do in my house is say, Diggy, I made a mess. And then she comes from nowhere. Out of thin air, she comes to the kitchen. She's like, where is it? I got it. I got you. Oh, okay. Leisure eating. The RNG gods. As soon as you start showing people your game, they're like, I don't know where we are. We've left the building.
Oh no.
So our other option over there was broccoli cheese soup, which, as you can imagine, contains multiple ingredients and takes a long time to cook. But our other option was leisurely eating. So we went for leisurely eating. They're gonna take a little bit longer to eat, but at least we don't have to deal with 3 or 4 more tiles missing. Let's just hope our last card is a little bit kinder.
Yeah, something that we haven't actually talked about is this is a very rare instance, relatively speaking, on Make Your Own Victory, where the category is just called any percent. So what is the any percent in PlateUp?
Yeah, so with PlateUp, the any percent is day 15, kind of like the normal restaurant portion of the game. After day 15, you go into what's called overtime, and it's just kind of like where you can continue building on the restaurant you've created. It can be a lot of fun to keep building, but with any percent day 15, that's all you really need to get to like franchise your restaurant. So I'm gonna throw a couple of these down real quick. Ooh, I'll take that. Yeah, so any percent with PlateUp, fairly straightforward. Just getting to day 15, getting through that core. Oh, and we need to be smart about this because we're now playing with quote-unquote fire. Now that we have leisurely eating, we need to be a little bit more conservative with our calls. I say as I'm about to call again. One couldn't hurt us. One couldn't hurt. So what's fun about the PlateUp any percent random seed, all of those cards that we get on every 4th day or so, they're all randomized. with random seed. With the set seed, you can actually determine which cards you want, both for theme and for like food and guest behavior. Sir, please leave. Thank you. We are closed. And a couple of my favorite cards are the ice cream card. I really like that one. It tacks on ice cream as a dessert at the end of the meal, which is always a fun time. And then it also decreases the number of customers you get, or you could get on that run. I think it's about 15% difference.
Yeah, that seems highly useful for a speedrun.
Oh, super useful. It's a little bit more difficult because you have to serve ice cream, and there's 3 flavors, but I find it super satisfying to kind of just sit there and serve ice cream all day. Okay. It looks like those 2 outside are our last 2, which is good. Oh, perfect. And, you know, while they finish eating, we'll just go research this dining table. What I would like, actually at this point, is some leftover bags. Leftover bags are a pretty cool card. Players walk slowly near customers, sure. I don't want to deal with taco. Leftover bags are pretty cool because they essentially tell your guests to leave. You give them a leftover bag and they walk out the door. And I do love that so much. We're gonna try one more. Nope, okay. There
Wow.
is...
Game said no thank you.
No, actually we like it here. And I don't like taking home leftovers, so...
To be fair, leftover tacos, especially when the taco was formed by putting meat on a wooden table and then putting shells down to, like, assemble the taco, I don't know that I'd want to take that home either.
Hey, it's natural. It's natural. Go do a couple rings. I wish they would cooperate just a little bit more, but hey. The customer is apparently always right. I don't know if they were right for wanting to eat a little bit longer, but that's fine. They're just digesting.
They're just, you know, it's about the atmosphere at Taco today. With the everyone facing the one hob.
It's you know what? It is a fancy restaurant, isn't it? We've got that like chef's table vibe going. They didn't pay extra for it, but they get to see how quickly we make their tacos. Okay.
I shudder to think what a speedrun restaurant would be like in real life. It's one of those things that, like, I'm glad we've got the video games for it.
Have you seen The Bear?
No further questions.
That's a good show.
It is a good show. I only watch it like sort of casually. My partner is a like religious The Bear enjoyer. But I have seen enough. I have seen enough to know.
Man. Yeah, I don't have anyone in here to yell at, except myself. And I try to be nice to myself on some days. So, how did we do that? That's impressive, actually. Burning the hob, but also getting the meat off of it.
At this point, we're just showing off.
I invoked the spirit of Jeremy Allen White. That's all I did.
invoking that and then having things catch fire is maybe.
There we go. Day 11. In the bag.
And so, just for curiosity's sake, because you notice you've been cleaning up messes that are in your direct floor plan, but I take it customers can't like slip and fall on the spills in the same way that players can, or otherwise there's no like downside for your speedrun. Okay, yeah.
I wish they did. No. There is a card that says customers are slowed by messes. So it takes them a little bit longer to leave your restaurant. But no, they can't slip out the door faster. They are big into health and safety violations here, so.
That's good branding for Taco today, I think.
We don't have OSHA. It's worse. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna do a couple calls. I feel a little confident. You know, I just realized this is a smart grabber. Smart grabbers are cool. You don't normally get them on the building phases. There is a chance to get kind of like upgraded cards. There we go. When you're playing PlateUp, it is kind of rare. Generally, you have to send them through the research desk before you can get like a smart grabber or things like that. Smart grabber is super helpful for like pulling meat off the hob before it burns. I don't know who would do that, but it could help you if catching your
hypothetically, if a lesser PlateUp. No, I mean, there was, speaking of, we did the Back to Black shout out with Sworn earlier at the start of the roguelike day, but there was also an interstitial with PlateUp education, and thinking, I feel like PlateUp has been a decent performer at a lot of speedrun events around. Nothing quite like setting a kitchen on fire at the end of a long speedrun.
Yeah, you gotta do a little arson, just to take the edge off.
Hey, once again, we're not doctors. just you gotta do a little arson, not medical advice.
Consult with your physician. Oh, my goodness. So we did get a flower. A flower is kind of helpful. It says leave happy. I believe there is a chance for the customers to just leave once you give them a flower. There is also a chance for them to give patience, which I think is what the P means, actually. And then there is a chance for them to change their order, which when you serve one thing, that doesn't mean anything. But if we had kind of multiple menu items like we did in a hypothetical other run, we could have changed their order with that flower. And you can kind of see there are letters across my screen here. That is the colorblind friendly setting. And so the M is for meat, and the P, I believe, is for patience. But we'll see if that changes on the next day. I don't think I've ever actually played a run with a flower, because generally you don't need them. But yeah, there's so much going on in PlateUp, so many different cards, so many different mechanics. It's kind of hard to keep track of everything. But once you kind of get it, once you get your flow going, it can be a great time. And I like PlateUp because there's multiple ways to play it, like with any game. Well, with most games. You can play for like longevity, you can play for speed. Oh, so it did change. We got the R. And I have friends. Oh, and you can min-max. That's always a fun one. There are people who, for min-max runs, you basically just keep playing. You just max out days on your run. Which can be... It's a great exercise in, like, strategy.
What does maxing out a day mean?
I don't know if there's a limit, actually. I don't know if there's a limit to how many days you can play in PlateUp.
Oh, like in the endless mode,
yeah,
going for a highest day. I thought there was some set of criteria to max out an individual day. I was like, what must that like theory craft be like?
Great question. We're gonna grab this and we're gonna see what it does, and it's only one. Whoop. I have that. Thank you. I think that one's reset order. Oh, it is. It is. We did it for science, and we should not have, actually. R means reset order.
Oh, is it just gone now?
Yeah.
Well,
it's a one and done.
Sacrifice for
okay.
science.
In the name of PlateUp education.
We're continuing a theme. It's just that simple.
Okay, now our last day we did get a terrible card, actually, and it was customers can arrive after closing time. So we're just gonna hope really hard that nobody else shows up today. Okay, goodness. Last day, let's go. We're just gonna go straight in. And that gave us a patience flower. We're also getting a lot of rain in this run.
What does rain affect?
Rain affects queue patience. So, some people don't like waiting in the rain to get into a restaurant.
Fair.
Yeah. They're not from the Pacific Northwest. So we have to be careful with how many times we ring the phone, because they'll line up outside, and nobody's outside now. And as I call people, you can see that little cloud in the bottom. Normally, it's not a cloud on a dry day. They will have just like a bell to show that people are waiting. But the patience goes down a little bit faster on rainy days. We're just gonna let everybody do that. Cool. Alright. We're gonna ring the bell maybe 2 more times. Yeah, no one else is here. We can call. We just don't want to call too many times since we have that closing time card. That can kind of work against us. Because if we still have people sitting down, people outside the restaurant would think, it looks like you're still serving. I'm gonna come get me some tacos. Which, fair, but also...
But also, hey, don't be that customer.
Don't be that customer. Come on. You see that we're closed at 10 o'clock? We're closed at 10 o'clock. Alright. As long as nobody else comes in, time will end once we see that 5th star. Guys, I need you to leave. Oh, perfect. And time.
GG. The little in-game applause too. Incredible. We speak not of the roast potato pass. That was an incredible run. And we learned a lot. We're not doctors. Mia, please let the people know where you're at on the internet and what you're up to, and also if you've got any shout outs to give.
Yeah, so if you want to check out more PlateUp speedrunning or Coral Islanding, you can find me on Twitch at okania_. Otherwise, I hope you have a fantastic rest of Make Your Own Victory. Stick around for the next segment, and thanks for having me here.
Thank you so much, Nia. One more hype in the chat for PlateUp. Couldn't have asked for a better segue out. Folks, we are going to take one break before we get into our final run of the evening, so please get up, stretch, drink some water, pet a small animal near you, if that is an option available to you. And when we come back, we're going to be turning all the way, dialing up the intensity all the way, back from the Danger Hob and to the Beat 'em Up. It'll be Absolum. I'll see you there. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Make Your Own Victory, the GDQ Hotfix show where we attempt to capture 100% of the joy of speedrunning in 0% of the completed video games. Although we've sort of been completing the video. It's, you know, roguelikes, they don't have credit. It's fine. You understand me. I know we understand each other. Here for our final run of the evening on this show. A bit of a recent breakout in the indie darling roguelike scene, which is a fairly well-developed scene. I am a neophyte to this game, so I am excited to learn about it just as much as any and all of you. Here to run 2 clears in Absolum. Please welcome to the stage, 3Pup.
Hi, hello, everyone. Yeah, I am 3Pup. I'm really excited to show off Absolum for all of y'all tonight. For those of you who maybe aren't aware, I don't blame you. This game did come out during the Silksong Hades 2 Apocalypse of 2025. But yeah, this is a roguelike beat 'em up, and I'm going to show it off twice. I'm going to go ahead and get started here with one of the characters, Galandra. Quack, you might give me a countdown?
Absolutely. Kick it off in 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
Alrighty. Thank you. I'm gonna, before actually starting the run, we're gonna take a quick little detour down to this little secret undercraft area. I'm gonna just go borrow an item. For those of you who may have played the lesser-known indie game Hades, kind of like how that game has those keepsakes that let you like guarantee what god you start out with. I start with let's make sure I actually get the right one first. Come on. RNG, I'm begging you. There it is. I start with a trinket that guarantees that I get to start with a certain type of ritual. Rituals are like the boons of this game. They come in different classes of magic. I start with the Bramble ritual, which lets me have like power over these things called like, I think they're called thorn daggers. Basically, whenever I do a combo finisher, because this is a brawler beat 'em up style game. I have a 1-2-3 combo, and every time I do a combo finisher, I spawn these little daggers on the ground, and I pick them up. And we're gonna dodge that real quick. And I can throw them. It's pretty cool. Throwables actually scale quite hard in this game. So one of the fastest strats for this character in particular is to go really hard into those throwable daggers. I'll showcase why that's really good in just a second, but just to get more into like the basics of this game, my goal is to defeat the game's 4 major bosses. We'll meet them during the course of the run. To get to those bosses, I need to fight through these screens of combat encounters. I do need to clear every enemy on the screen for the most part. There's like some rare exceptions. There you go. And every 3 that's fine. Every 3 screens that I clear, I get either a like rest spot or a boss of some sort. And we're actually getting up to our first little mini boss here once I clear this screen of enemies. So we have our first mini boss here, the Mush Troll. We're just gonna bully him real quick.
love the spectacle fighter sort of like combo counter and style points things. That's always like, I don't play spectacle fighters, but that's a way to my heart.
Yeah. Everything about this game just like feels and looks cool, which is like one of the reasons I was drawn to it in the first place.
Must die.
Yeah, it's just the punching stuff just feels good. It's fun.
Punching stuff
yeah.
feels good, not medical advice.
Oh, come on. As I make progress through this game, I do have a bunch of branching paths that I will follow. I do have a set path that I like to take that's just gets me the best optimization of upgrades and just general speed that I can. So like right now, let's throw that guy over there. Goodbye. Like the reason why I go for that mush troll boss to start is because I get what's called an inspiration, which like is like the major upgrades that you get during a run. They vastly like alter your combat capabilities. The one that I rerolled for is a move called Spirit Claw, which turns my combo finisher from just a normal kick to like this multi-hit claw attack. And in combination with the ritual that I picked up to make my combo finishers give me daggers every time I use them, I now go from getting 2 daggers per combo finisher to like 8, which is like way more like throwables than the game ever really expects you to have. So I will be like going really in on the throwables to get as much damage as possible. First, I have a pig here. We're going to use that to bully some enemies. The game does have these little come on, I need you to calm down here. The game does have these mounts that you can tame and ride. Important to note, to tame the mounts, you do need to pet them. So yes, you can pet the pig.
That's good and important.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. So now my daggers can pierce through enemies, which is good for like crowd control and stuff. But we have another mini boss here. I'm kind of going to bully him real quick.
Yeah, wow, you were not kidding about the damage on throwing knives.
Ah, that's fine. Throw some more daggers at him. Oh, come on. There we go. You may have noticed that I attacked the boss too much, and take that. I attacked the boss too much, and he kind of like flew away from me. That's this game's like infinite combo protection that's built in. It's called overpressure. It's just like a hidden gauge that builds up the more you attack an enemy, and if it like hits a certain amount, then the enemy gets a free break out of the combo, and you have to like wait for them to get back up.
Strong that I am in need of your service.
No, got him out. Thank you. Yeah. Other words, we're heading towards our first major boss, and now is probably a good time to like talk about like basic mechanics. I mentioned like you have your basic 1, 2, 3 combo. Every character also has a unique skill. Galandra's is to swing her giant sword. I'm playing Galandra because who doesn't love women carrying giant swords? I mean, like
it is a demonstrable fact.
Yeah, it's just true. Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah, on top of your skill, you also have a bunch of different defensive capabilities. The 3 main ones you have are dodging, deflecting, and parrying, which is called clashing in this game. To dodge, it's pretty simple. Just use your dodge button and avoid the attack. It's the safest, but also does not give you a window to punish. Generally, like how that works in other kind of combo, other brawlers and spectacle fighters and everything else that have a parry. Deflecting and clashing are very similar, but they do operate ever so slightly differently. We'll go for that.
Sings its own song.
Deflecting is dodging into an attack, which does sound dangerous. You might ask, why would I do that? The attack is right there. I should probably avoid it, shouldn't I? If you do dodge into an attack with the right timing, you get a deflect, which deflects the attack. Pretty self-explanatory. Let's throw some daggers over there and get rid of those guys. Thank you. Okay. Go away. Deflecting an attack does give you a decent-sized... I'll go for that, thank you. Does give you a decent-sized window to punish, but not as good of a window to punish as if you were clashing. To clash, you need to parry an attack with your skill, like the sword here, or with your Arcana, which if you see in the upper left corner there, I have a blue bar that's constantly rising and falling. That's like your typical beat-em-up fighting game, like super... I build up MP by fighting things and then spend the MP on my Arcana. It's generally a pretty powerful attack that is unique to all of the characters. We got the boss here. Ooh, I forgot I didn't have any MP. Alright, we got enough on him. Let's throw some daggers. Shoutouts to composer Mick Gordon of Doom fame for doing the song on this, which it's incredible. And you barely get to hear it because this fight's gonna end pretty quickly.
Wow.
Goodbye.
Absolutely bully.
Stay hidden from the Eaters of Shadows.
Yeah, seeing love in chat for best music in the game. 07s, I guess. Game can get kind of silly if you get the right build. I call it marathon safety, but just to prevent for my own health of I don't want to just keep let's correct that. I don't have any money for that. That's fine. In order to not have to just keep re-rolling for the best luck anyway, I may have acquired a certain exorbitant amount of the game calls crystals, which are the meta, your normal roguelike meta currency you spend on upgrades and stuff. On top of being spent for upgrades, in this game you also use crystals for re-rolling the upgrades that you receive during the run, which are your rituals and your inspirations. So I do try to guarantee a certain kind of selection of upgrades, mostly just because they go fast. There is still a good amount of variance within the run, though, of the item upgrades that I pick up, which I want to see some certain items that I haven't really been seeing, but it's gonna be okay. It just means we're gonna go a little bit slower until we get those upgrades. If we get those upgrades, who knows? I mean, as we were talking about a little bit in the green room, you PB'd in this category literally yesterday, as I seem to recall, yes?
Yeah.
So, if today so far is anything to go by, luck giveth, luck taketh away. And now the universe will hear me saying negative things about the run, and Tom's curse will kick in, and this is gonna be blessed. I know, yeah, I'm wise to RNG's tricks, you see.
I guess also important to note, we're in a new environment. This game has kind of 4 different continents. Your starting continent, and then there's a branching path you can take that leads you to 2 different continents. I take this path to Jeroba, the living continent, because the alternative, Yeldrim, is scary, and I don't like it there. There's zombies and other mean things, and I don't like being over there, so we don't go there. So yeah, we're in Yeldrim, which has another boss at the end of it. That's pretty good. We did just pick up an upgrade that is going to give me money based on the length of my combos. And basically, as long as I never get hit, my combos are going to be pretty good.
Something about turning your attacks into multi-hits that might be good for making that particular number go up.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, the build's starting to come together at this point, as I'm sure folks can see. I'm now throwing out just daggers that split in 3 and then also pierce 3 enemies, so I can kind of just like run to the edge of the screen and then throw daggers back behind me and profit, I guess. Actually, I will grab that food because we do have an upgrade that gives me a little bit of overhealth, which is nice. The only problem with this build is that I have a cap of 20 daggers that I can hold at one time. So like, these daggers are a finite resource that I'm trying to pick up these ones. Thank you. Grab that for some more crit chance and then move on. So like sometimes I will have to slow down to do some melee hit combos to get my daggers back to again clear out the screen. This is actually pretty good. Sometimes you'll see enemies, or sorry, yeah, you go first.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that sometimes you'll see enemies that are like glowing orange. Those are elite enemies. The scariest thing about them, for those of you who play fighting games, those armored enemies have super armor, which means that like my normal attacks do not stagger them like they are right now. It can be a little dangerous, which means because like I have more likely to get hit, and also the armored enemies do more damage. So yeah. Go ahead and grab that.
Power of life itself.
Oh, next mini boss. This boss is really silly.
God, you look so silly just sitting at range and throwing 800,000 daggers.
Too eager. A few years ago, I held your
We're gonna go
The speed of the animation is absolutely perfect because it's like believable, but like your souped up, you know, warrior lady could maybe do it, but it also looks perfectly comedic.
memories.
It's yeah.
Please, I just need a minute.
Yeah, the funny thing about cool. Actually, we need that, and we get movement speed, and we get crit chance. Okay, we're good. We're cooking. That slingshot upgrade is probably the most important upgrade for this build because it increases throwable damage by 30%. That's a lot of percent.
That seems useful, yeah.
Okay, I guess let me grab the item there. Me and my ghost dog are gonna go on our merry way here. The ghost dog is the fastest mount in the game, I think. But doesn't really have great combat capabilities, so I kind of just park it at the edge of the screen and then jump back on to keep moving forward. Woo!
I love that he obediently sits there, which is lovely.
Yeah. Sometimes enemies can steal them, but I believe it's programmed so that only enemies from the environment in which the mount comes from can steal them, so only skeletons can ride the ghost dog. You know, there's sentences that I didn't think I would say today, you know.
Yeah, I mean, no, it seems that logic checks out.
Cool. Go ahead and grab more finisher damage. Yeah, my daggers, I believe, are at like 30 damage per dagger before I grabbed the slingshot, and now are at almost 60. So the slingshot is pretty good. All right, we are in our last section of this second environment here, which is going to be an arena battle with our next boss right here, the Lizard King. Cool. All right. It feels important to mention that, like, do not let me fool you. This game is actually quite difficult.
That's that. I'm wise to how speedrunners are.
We'll take health. Sure. When I played this game casually, it took me quite some time to even get past the Under King. This game is actually quite difficult. I do have all the upgrades unlocked, which is nice. It's actually kind of funny how much effort I had to put in order to get this speedrun online. There's lots of, it's like, casually, it's great. There's lots of cool side quests and like unique personal stories and everything for everyone. Get off me, please.
You played under my rules.
Okay. Goodbye.
GG Lizard King. But so then you said, you know, what was the time delay, I guess, between playing this casually and speedrunning? Like, did you, because Absolum is not that old of a game. It came out, what, like October of last year?
Yeah.
So were you always approaching it with the idea that like, oh, this is my next speed game, or did something in the game speak to you, or how did that go?
I think it was just like the first time I got a full clear of the game, which like I won't talk too much about the story details because I want folks to like play this game casually and enjoy it, but it's great. Basically every time that I find a new speed game, it's not like something I set out to go speed run. I kind of just like sit down, play a game casually, and you're like, that was pretty fun, let's run it back. And that's just kind of how it's been since.
The Root Sisters talked about freedom and life. They lie.
That's in my extremely unbiased opinion, that's a pretty good way to do it.
Video games are cool.
And there's so many of them.
There are so many video games.
And while that is generally a lot, it also means there's a video game out there for you.
Yeah.
I have no desire to rot here.
I love showing off like lesser known indie games because like, yeah, there's like someone's next favorite game is just sitting there in like lost in the Steam library, just waiting for them to find it. And I just think it's a really cool feeling to be able to like show that to someone. Like even if you don't end up speedrunning Absolum, I still recommend you play it because it was my favorite game of last year. Yes, even like with the Silk Song Hades 2 Apocalypse.
Even with that game, even with that other game, there were what, like 7 viable standard game of the years last year. Kind of ridiculous.
It was a really good year for indies.
Yeah.
For those that like aren't as plugged into the scene, like I do recommend looking at I can't remember the name of the awards right now, but like any game that Indie Game Awards show that I'm forgetting right now nominated is good and worth playing. I do recommend it.
Oh, the IGAs, yeah. The Indie Game
IGAs.
Awards. Shout outs to 6-1 Indie. Not affiliated with them, they're just cool people.
Probably should mention, I'm in the last biome of the game, the city of Asterios, the home of Azra the Sun King. He's a big nerd, and we're about to go beat him up. Had to go do some branching paths where I can choose what paths I go down. There's I think 4 or 5 different paths you can go down. I picked the 2 fastest. I'm not gonna grab anything there. We will grab that. And you had 3 pups, but how about 6 pup?
That's as many as 2 3-pups.
Yeah, I don't math. Shoutouts to math.
Like I said
Alright.
during Balatro, I can't play these games, but I am here for arithmetic.
Alrighty, so we have this kind of scripted sequence here where I need to break through these doors here. I do not need to kill the enemies on these screens, and I'm going to try not to. Except when I get bullied. Except when I keep getting bullied. My dogs are going to take care of the business over there. I don't really care what they're doing. I'm here for this guy. Get some good clashes on those guys, and okay. Sorry, daggers. Goodbye.
When in doubt.
Go ahead and grab that. And then here we have a timed sequence. I don't actually need to fight any of these enemies on the screen right now. I just like to do it for enrichment. I like punching things, so it keeps me busy while I wait for the timer to run out. Ow. I do also want to make sure that I'm around 20-ish daggers when I do finish this sequence for the final boss fight that's coming up right now. After this sequence, I guess. Oh. Shielded enemies are annoying me.
I also just clocked that your dogs have individual names, and I think that's beautiful and perfect, actually.
They're actually set names. Like, if you rent out the dogs, they will be the same name every time. Alright. We're done here. Door will open up, and we got our final little enemy here. I'm going to park over here to be ready to throw us some daggers. Cool, we're done there. I will take this food here to get some extra HP. Not that I'm really worried about dying, but, you know, marathon safety and all that. We have an elevator sequence here, which is a great time to take a drink of water. Stay hydrated, chat.
You heard it here first. I actually hope you haven't heard it here first. But if this is the first time you're hearing stay hydrated, then please hydrate. We're worried about you.
And no, Monster does not count as hydration. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for the 7 of you in chat thinking that, please ignore the number of Dr. Pepper cans on my desk right now. Do what we said. Anyway, good luck, Azra.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, this boss fight is annoying because he plays by your rules. He can clash, he can deflect, he has rituals. It's really mean. We're gonna bully him a little bit in the corner here to get some daggers back, and then I'm gonna let him get up before overpressure hits. Well, the dog hit him, but whatever. And we're gonna throw a bunch of daggers. Oh, okay. He's got iframes. Now we bully him. And surprise fake out, he's not actually dead. There is a phase 3 here. A phase 3 that we can maybe skip in a different run, in our second run, depending on how things go. Azra does have power over time magic, which is a whole thing, but it's again story stuff that I'm not going to get into. But Azra's down. Goodbye, nerd. Time for the true final boss. The boss's name is Absolum. They said the thing.
It's Absolum from the hit game Absolum.
Yeah. In case you're wondering, yes, Absolum just kills you on spawn. If you don't have extra life remaining, you just die. So yeah, game's hard. Ow! I'm gonna spend a little bit of time here building some daggers back up. Okay, I think we're good for now. Ow! Don't hit me. Okay, goodbye. This first half of the fight is split up into 3 phases. I'm gonna just bully it to the arbitrary health gate, and then wait, and then do it again. Cool. Grab some more daggers. And then second health bar activates. Gonna wait here a little bit for the boss to become hittable again. And then bully again. Cool.
God, this
and
is
then
so
we get
cinematic, though.
Oh yeah, I love this fight. I love this song. It's great. I love it. It's cool. Play this game. Oh, it's awesome. We do have this sequence here where I can't hit the boss, so I'm just kind of playing keep away for a bit until it breaks the floor. And then we're gonna fall on down, and then bully the boss until we win. Cool. There's the boss. We're gonna fast forward through some... Yeah, GG clear 1. We're gonna fast forward through some stuff here. It's fine. And we're gonna move on to our second clear. Okay. As we're getting prepped for the second clear, it feels important to note that, like, if you are to look into the speedrunning of this game, there are 2 categories, warp and warpless. You may have caught it at. We're playing Frog.
Frog
you may have caught
time,
it.
let's go.
You may have caught it at the end, after that night boss. That there might have been a blue portal. I don't know. That portal takes you to a random location on the map. It can take you to the final boss. It's random. Technically, the fastest way to play the game. Cool. Technically, the fastest way to play the game is to take the warp to the final boss and just kill it. But that's a little bit silly RNG, and like also just like not necessarily fun to me. I want to show off the whole game, not just like 3 rooms. So I run warpless, which means I just skip that portal. All right. So yeah, we have Rome. He's a frog wizard, which like I think is cool.
Easily 2 of my favorite designations for a character in a video game.
Yeah, it's just a good combination of words. By his designation of being a frog wizard, Brome focuses a lot on magic, which means he focuses a lot on arcanas. The arcana that I chose for this run is the Swirling Tempest, I think it's called, which is those big tornadoes that you keep saying. They do a lot of damage, and you'll see exactly how much damage they do in this boss fight coming up. I should probably also note that Brome is actually an unlockable character. This game starts with 2 characters playable at the start, and then has 2 more unlockable that you can find during your casual playthrough. Alright, we're gonna ult here, which makes 3 frog wizards. And then, goodbye, boss.
Seems pretty good.
And we're gonna grab Drill Rush. The speedrun fastest strat for Brome is all built around this inspiration called Drill Rush, which turns my charge attack skill into a Drill Rush, which I'll show off in just a second. Like so. I don't quite have everything I need to show off exactly how powerful the Drill Rush is, but we will get an upgrade right after at the end of this three screen section. Grab some money. Probably good to note here that while it is random, like what screens that I do show up in a given section, within a screen, the enemy spawn rates are static. Like I know where they're coming from, and can generally prepare myself to like fight enemies where they spawn. Like I'm gonna know right here that two goblins are gonna spawn right here. We're gonna throw one over there, and just generally be a mean bully. Oop. Oh, come on.
That seems like an excellent memory and experience test, like, in terms of... I'm curious in the, 4 months, 5 months or whatever that this game has been out. What's your hour count in this game?
I think today will be the time I hit my 70th hour.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's one of my favorite things about speedrunning is like that moment when it's like that time you're starting out your run and you don't really know like where everything is. You don't know the route super well. You're like missing things here and there. You're checking your notes. And at some point, it just all kind of clicks and falls into place and you just know what you're doing. And it just kind of becomes muscle memory. Like that just feels really cool. It's one of the reasons why I love speedrunning. Oh, come on. Get out of here. Shielded enemies are big meanies that make you parry, and I don't like parrying because, like, I've gotten okay with it because, like, for some reason in the year 2025, the French were conspiring to make me learn how to parry. This game is made by a French team, and then also Expedition 33 came out. Cool.
From the blood of Talam. True.
Lots of games with really good feeling parries. I'm like, I guess I'll learn how to do it. It's fine.
I mean, yeah, I was originally a parry hater before a different indie game called Grime. Shoutouts Grime. Had one of the best feeling and like very visceral parry mechanics, and then it was over for me with another Crab's Treasure. Unfortunately, I think parrying is like a good mechanic. Like, it's gotten a bad rap because a ton of people do it, and so some of them do it in a way that doesn't feel as good. But like, parrying hits is satisfying.
It feels good. I gotta begrudgingly admit, it's fun. Yeah, there's the portal, by the way. I'm not taking it because like it goes to a random place and can sometimes take you to like, you remember that continent I mentioned that has all the scary monsters and zombies and stuff? It can take you there. I don't want to go there. It's scary. So yeah, we're just going to take our same path through, but we're going to show off some different strats that, because Brome uses a different style of ritual. I picked up an upgrade that lets me generate chain lightning whenever I use my skill. And kind of like how Galandra utilizes like multi-hit shenanigans to like really pop off, Brome's going to do something similar. And now basically whenever I use this drill attack, I'm going to cause a bunch of chain lightning particle effects to fill the screen. It's going to look really pretty. Oh, come on. Once I can get these ghosts out of here. And that's kind of the main gist of this build, is just going back and forth and just drill rushing and then using the tornadoes. I picked up an inspiration called Arcana Mastery, which is unique to every character and unlocked by doing their personal quests, which, of course, is a secret for you to discover later when you play this game casually. But what it does in the game is it upgrades your Arcana in unique ways, depending on what Arcana you take. For the Tempest here, it makes, like, it doubles the amount of tornadoes that you get and, like, just basically fills the screen. It's pretty cool. It's even more impressive when you use Brome's ultimate, which... a UI element that I didn't explain. Underneath my character portrait, you should see that little star there. That's your ultimate charge. You get one ultimate per like rest spot, and to use your ultimate, you just like push triggers in, and then you get like a unique ultimate ability for your character. For Brome, Brome has the most powerful one because it refills his MP bar, and then gives you 3 Bromes, each of which have their own like, each of which can like duplicate your attacks. That's why I was able to fill the screen with tornadoes during that one boss fight. We're going to go ahead and take that. Thank you.
That does seem kind of good. I also love how the Frog Wizard winds up being a CQC character, and the lady with the enormous sword sits half screen and throws daggers. That's good. That's good. I like that. Good design choices.
Yeah. All right. We got the Under King again. We're going to see even less of him this time.
I can... Why don't I will show
He does force us back here like this every time at an arbitrary health gate, which is fine, because we're just going to ultimate here and then boop, boop. And goodbye.
Bye, Under King.
Yep, see ya.
Your life was almost as long as your legend.
Speaking of how many troubles that I had fighting the Under King casually, one of the cool things about speedrunning this game is, like, you know, you get back a little bit at the bosses that used to give you trouble all the time. It's just like, I used to think I wouldn't ever get past you, and now, like, you're gone. Goodbye. See ya.
This is true. Learning even a little bit about speedrunning Hades and, like, squaring up with specifically Hades 1, mine, because Hades 2 is still better than me. But, like, the first time I felt I could actively square up with, honestly, most of the bosses in that game, and also just all of Elysium. Special anti-shoutouts to Elysium Hades 1.
Special anti-shoutouts to Elysium Hades 1. Yeah, I don't like it there. Alright. We got a new friend here. It's a raptor. The Draco Raptor. It spits fireballs. It's pretty cool. I just think he's neat.
Seems useful.
He does have like the seemingly the lowest health of all the mounts, which is a little like whatever, but like it's fine. Mostly the mounts are there just to give us a little like speed boost, a little bit of extra movement speed because moving fast is good. We like doing that. Ooh, do not bully me. Thank you. Ooh. There we go. I think we've gotten far enough into the run that it's time to get real nerdy with it. I've mentioned this like to friends and stuff. One of the reasons why I like this game so much is I like fighting games, but like fighting games also give me anxiety, like playing online against other people. And this game and other beat 'em ups let me like get the outlet for playing a fighting game without all the anxiety, which is like just great for me. Like one of the cool things about Brome's Drill Rush is that it's also an off-the-ground attack. And for those of you who don't play fighting games and aren't hyper nerds, when an enemy falls on the ground and is prone on the ground, normally you're not supposed to be able to hit them.
Seeing my home like this.
But if you have an attack called an off the ground, you can actually knock them back up into the air, which is really nice for Brome because it means they basically can always keep damaging, which is really nice. But the like, other nerd stuff, like this game's still like really new in terms of speedrun. I would love to be able to learn more about like the frame data going into these attacks. Like
I was gonna ask if there's a source for that.
The only documentation that I've found so far is the one that I've written up myself.
Hey, shout outs to making speedrun resources. You love to see it.
Like there's not even a wiki for like what all the inspirations and stuff do. Which like this game is still being actively developed, which is another plus in its favor for those of you looking for a cool casual game. Like I believe there's an update coming out like this week with some fresh new content, which is like really cool. I'd love to see that. Like I thought this game was a pretty complete package when it came out, but like if they're gonna keep supporting it, like yeah, cool.
Bonus, yeah.
Yeah. I do hope that with time they can like add some, like I know like Hades has like some like information compendiums and stuff like in game, which would be like nice to have. But also like, having more people come enjoy play the run, like do the run, and like we can collaborate with creating more resources, which would be cool. If anyone is interested in learning this speedrun, feel free to DM me on Discord. I do love yapping about it, as you can see like right now. I can keep talking about this game for quite some time. I probably will not cover everything that I like have written down as like notes of like cool things to talk about, because sometimes it's good just to let the particle effects breathe, you know.
That's an incredible quote, actually. I'm stealing that for later. And honestly, Loki, you do have me talking about OTGs with your frog wizard. Like, that does speak to a despicable part of my soul. Forged in the fires of Street Fighter.
For those that might be, like, scared off by those things, it feels important to mention that, like, there's, like, no motion inputs that would, like in Street Fighter that could be a little intimidating to some. Let's not get bullied here. Yeah, I think we can actually just ult here. Ow! Don't do that. We're gonna ult again here. They are a little separated, which is a little awkward, but...
The juggles, though?
Yeah, you got like air combos and juggling and everything. It's cool. You even got like tech hits, like when you like hit an enemy against the wall, like that does extra damage as well. Shoutouts to Guilty Gear. If you noticed in the Azra fight, like he literally knocks you through the scenery, which I think is awesome. This game's got a lot of fighting DNA in it, and it's really cool. We're gonna grab that, and sure, that too. Those just in general, like shoutouts to can't remember, Super Crush Games, the devs, I believe, and Dotemu is the publisher. We've been like quietly living in a like beat 'em up renaissance for the past couple years now. Ever since the release of Streets of Rage 4 a couple years ago. Basically, the same company has just been releasing banger after banger beat 'em up, and like just advancing more and more on the genre. I know Streets of Rage 4, I believe, had a DLC that added a roguelike mode that was really popular, and they they iterated on that through their future games to the point where, hey, now we're at Absolum, where they just straight up made like, it's like, hey, let's just make a roguelike beat 'em up. And I think that's really neat. Beat 'em ups are a really cool genre from the arcade that I don't think get a whole lot of love, other than like, you know, your usual suspects of like Streets of Rage, Turtles in Time, stuff like that. But like, yeah, beat 'em ups are cool. Play beat 'em ups. I don't know.
I was definitely not like an arcade beat 'em up girly as a kid, but always, you know, fighting games and platform fighters were a big part of my childhood and adolescence, and so like I'm coming around on beat 'em ups. This is a good sales pitch.
Let's fish for a specific upgrade here if I can. Nah, it's fine. I don't care.
It longs to be unleashed.
I got one more opportunity for an upgrade before the final boss.
Walking into the
We'll see if we can get it
tyrant's
done.
maw.
I could bring her that's one of the like the bosses I actually fought earlier. I can invite her along to the final boss here in this section, and if I do, I would be able to buy another inspiration off of her after the fight. I don't have enough money for that, so I'm not going to do that because it makes the fight harder. So we're just going to go in as is, and we're going to just drill rush back and forth with our particle effects. As so.
Lightning seems kind of good.
Yeah, it's casually, it never really felt super great, but it's one of those ones where it's like it just scales really hard. Every ritual type in the game has like two kind of different like gimmicks that it has. Like the easiest one is like fire has like burn, which is a damage over time effect, and explosions, which are explosions.
Chat,
the two gimmicks,
down.
Yeah, the two gimmicks for thunder rituals are the chain lightning, which are seeing like the actual chain lightning, as well as the what are called proximity charges. You may have been seeing them when I use my Arcana, like these little like. Come on. Can you give me the thing? I don't think we're getting it. It's fine.
RNG testing you.
Alright, get bullied.
You're playing under my rules.
I truly don't think we're playing under your rules, Lizard King. I think if you review the game footage, actually, Frog is setting the rules.
Yep. Right there, that like little pink thing in the air, that's a proximity charge. If an enemy steps underneath it, it will explode and do a lot of damage. One of the reasons why Thunder is so good is a trick that I'm going to try to show off, but I'll explain it here while I'm moving through this section in Asterios. You remember that third phase of Azra where like he comes back to life and has time magic now? You can actually skip that. There's a glitch where if you hit Azra in his dying animation, you actually kill him before he can revive and come back with full health. Which is pretty cool. It doesn't save a whole lot of time, to be honest. It's like maybe like if the fight goes well, it saves like 10 seconds, 15 seconds. But also, that third phase can go very poorly, very quickly. So it could save you upwards of like 30 seconds if a hypothetical fight were to go bad. Proximity charges are one thing that can actually kill him in his dying animation because they linger a little bit after the fight would like end. So we'll hopefully get to show that off. I think it's really cool when it happens, but like this is not the easiest character to do this with. The other unlockable character in the game, Cider, is generally who I'm like the most consistent with getting that skip with.
So okay, so you play at least 3 characters. What was the decision to take these 2 into the showcase today?
Galandra, because she is cool fighter with big sword. And Brome because frog.
No further questions.
Yeah.
Seems simple to me.
That was pretty much my logic. The reason why I learned those characters, I learned Galandra because, girl. I learned Cider because, like, cool MB half doll, like, killing machine with explosives. Cool. And then I learned Brome because frog. The last character that I don't play, I have played him a little bit. He is fun, but his name's Carl. Yes, his name is Carl. Everyone I've said that to laughs. Like, he's just like, really? His name's just Carl. I'm like, yeah, it's just Carl.
That's actually perfect.
Yeah, in a fantasy world with characters named Galandra, Cider, and Brome, you also have Carl. You know, like the guy who, like, visits your dad on Sundays to go watch football.
Every group needs one name grungler. Is that a thing? I'm deciding that's a thing.
Also important fact to note that I will, if I have time, I might show it off after this run. Brome is a proud father.
Assassin?
Hey, good for him.
Yeah. And I might, if I could finish fast enough, I might go run past if we can maybe go meet the frog babies. They are my favorite. But until then, we have the next door section coming up. Brome is okay at breaking the doors. I'm gonna try to use my Arcana here pretty excessively just to get through these doors pretty immediately. And then, yep, chain lightning, that's fine. Break through the next door. I do want to have some MP for the mage that's at the end of this hallway. Okay, yeah, through that door there. And then, hey friend. Nope. Yep, see ya. And then, sometimes... Come on. Okay, there he is. Sometimes the enemy from the previous screen can sneak in and waste a little bit of time. It just happens. And then here we got the timed door sequence again. Once again, mostly an auto-scroller. So, like, you know... How are y'all doing?
Chat, how are you? Chat, how's the RNG looking for you? Are you well rested?
Are you drinking actual water and not like a soda of some sort?
Wow, okay,
we do have an elevator
out directly.
We do have another hydration break coming soon once I get past the sequence and into the elevator.
I do have
shout outs to speedruns with breaks.
True. I was also gonna say I do have to call out chat being, of course, funnier than I could ever be with Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Carl.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, doors opens. We're gonna just beat these enemies here, and then we're gonna bully that guy real quick. How are you not dead? Goodbye. See ya. Thank you. Alright, enter our elevator for our union-mandated water break. Stay hydrated, chat.
Vengeance will be mine.
And we're almost done. I hope y'all have had fun. I hope y'all enjoy this game. I hope y'all play it casually. It's great.
Good luck, final bosses.
Yeah, thank you. I do find that Brome has the worst Asra kill of the 3 characters that I play, so we'll see how this goes.
Because I presume we saved the ultimate for Absolum.
Generally, yeah. Oh, come on. the nice thing, at least, is that our Arcana does have priority over his attacks, because normally he has priority over us in terms of like deflecting and flashing and everything else. But we can just like throw down our Arcana and just bully him. Okay.
I will say, interesting move on the deflect is impeccable BM from Azra.
Oh, yeah, like, oh, come on. Owie. Okay, that's fine. Alright, I'm gonna try to set up the quick kill here. We'll see how it goes. We got it. Cool. If you hear his dying sound effect while he's dying, that means we got it. Look at that. We're
Nice.
done. We are out of MP for the Absolum fight, which is a little not great, but I'll probably just ult and refill it. It's fine.
God, the instant kill is so nasty.
It's really mean, yeah. To start in the game, you only have the one life. But, yeah, goodbye. But there are, like, just like Death Defiance in Hades, you do have, like, multiple lives you can get as upgrades, which is nice. Okay, go away, please. Oh, goodness. Okay. Alright, set up here, swing back and forth here a little bit, get some MP back, and then boop, boop. Get into phase 2 here, which it's weird because it's like phase 1 has 3 phases and then phase 2 has 2 phases, but like whatever, semantics. And then, nope, let him do attack there. Oh, goodness. And so I do find, at least like the way I play Brome, he does have the best screen clearing capability, so he's really fast in terms of the clearing out all the enemies on the screen, but does not have the greatest single target damage, which is like is showcased here with these fights where like Balatro was able to kill Absolum real quickly, and meanwhile Brome is having a little bit more of a struggle. We're gonna be fine. It's just gonna be a little bit slower than Galandra. Okay. Should be it there. And time.
GG. Nice. What was your PB from yesterday, out of curiosity? I want to know how close it was.
My PB from yesterday, I don't know the total time. I just know I got a 24-23 in a single run, which was my new overall PB. I believe my PB for overall is about 54 minutes.
All right, and I have gotten word from production that if you want to show us the frog babies, chat has earned the frog babies.
Let's go. While we go over to the frog babies, I have been 3Pup. I have been 3Pup.
There's so
These are the
many
frog
of them.
babies.
Wait, that's perfect.
They sing a little song for you. Thank you, chat. You've been great. I love y'all. I've been 3Pup. If you enjoyed this, you can follow me on twitch.tv/3Pup, where I speedrun this game and others, like Small Saga, which I will be featuring on Frost Fatales in March. So tune into that too. That'll be really fun. Other than that, thank you, Quack, for having me on. Toss back over to you.
Yeah, it just occurred to me how wide the variety of games you play. So I was thinking like Crano and this and Small Saga, and there's literally no genre similarity between them.
No.
Indie games are cool, y'all. Play indie games. But that is going to be it for us here at Make Your Own Victory. If you enjoyed this show and want to keep the good times rolling, in a few minutes, we are going to be segueing over to Think Fast, the speedrunning and trivia show. So if you like nerdy nonsense in your speedruns, that's going to be entirely perfect. Make Your Own Victory will return in 2 weeks on February 23rd. For that show, it will not be me hosting, but it will be a treat for you. It will be for you to see who steps into the desk. I'm going to be away, but there will still be Make Your Own Victory 2 weeks from now on Monday night, as usual. And yeah, also, of course, if you're following the channel, check out all of the other Hotfix shows that are coming up, including our Games Done Blindfolded showcase in just a couple of weekends, featuring a non-stop roster of incredible speedruns with no vision. It's going to be an absolute treat. But yeah, that has been it for us here at Make Your Own Victory. Speedrunning is a beach day. Thank you so much for playing in the sand with me. Have a good one.